And always tired.
Man, I fucking feel off today. Woke up just tired as fuck. Maybe I guess I just drank. Like I just drank like 4 beers. Jeez.
Damn, bro.
Maybe it's just my conscience. I was just like, man, I just shit on this guy on his birthday, the whole birthday to like WAVY.
It's like Alan killed himself.
I mean, I would actually feel happy about it. It'd be like, finally,
got some relief. Got some goddamn relief.
It's on there.
Damn, and everybody's playing that Among Us right now, man.
That's the big meme, bro.
The huge one.
I'm gonna make well, there's a couple things I recorded last night. I want to show this one. This is I don't even know what to say about this. I'm gonna make a longer video about this, I guess, but this is no. I did start the stream.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Let me know when you're on there, and then I'll just I'll play this shit.
There we go.
All right, do you see like a?
It's like a night sky.
Alright. About to see what it is right now. With all due respect, folks, all due respect.
Oh my god.
I didn't make this, by the way. I didn't make this.
Okay.
This is meant to be educational and like a piece of journalism.
I think I remember you talking about this.
There's another one that's with 9/11, but I'm gonna do that on the next 9/11.
That's a really great goal. What happened? You got shot? Oh, wow.
Yeah, the audio is really bad. This isn't my mic. This is like actually what's in the game. This is what you hear.
Did you see what he was wearing? Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes. He's here now. He was just staring. Oh, he's just walking around the area? At all the houses. Okay. Now he's just staring at me. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
He's got his hand in his waistband. And he's a black male. Okay. How old would you say he was? He's got a button on his shirt. Late teens. Late teens, okay.
Oh, there he is.
Something's wrong with him.
Lagging.
He's coming to check me out. He's got something in his hands. I don't know what his deal is. Okay, just let me know if he does anything, okay?
Also, the guy sitting in his car watching.
Yeah, that's George Zimmerman, bro.
Get away.
Yeah, I didn't know the exact specifications of how it happened. I thought he just like was walking on the sidewalk and then he just saw this guy's like, oh, out of my way, Negro. He just shot him.
It's even worse than that, Richard. He methodically tracked this man down like a predator.
That's what it looks like. It sounds like Jesus Christ. He's just sitting in his car being a creeper.
Following him? Yeah. Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Little George Zimmerman, fat, chubby walk. Run walk.
Are you for real? Jesus.
Maybe both. I'm not sure. There's just someone screaming outside, and you don't know why.
Just kept checking this chick out.
I don't know why. I think they're yelling help, but I don't know. Just send someone quick. Okay. Does he look hurt? I can't see him. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's going on.
I think they're yelling help.
So you think he he's yelling help?
Yes.
Alright, what is...
Gunshot.
You just heard gunshots?
Yes.
How many?
Just one.
Is that Trayvon screaming in the background?
Here.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Oh
Does he
my
no
god.
longer yelling?
The little boy, he runs back to the kitchen to hide behind his wife and his
There's
little
someone
loafers.
screaming outside. Yeah, Trey, there's a
This
gunshot. Hurry up.
fucking Jesus.
Okay, do you see anybody? I don't need you to go outside.
There's someone screaming. I just heard gunshots.
Do you see anything? I don't need you to go outside.
All
Do you
these
see
people,
anything?
man,
No, like, hurry
should
up.
be
They're right outside
fucking
my house.
doxxed.
I see a place right now.
Okay, and do you see the officer?
Yeah, but, like, it's behind the house. Oh, my God. And I'm looking up my back townhome, and someone's screaming help, and I don't know, I heard, like, a bang. I don't know
Benjamin Martin, a 17-year-old African-American from Miami Gardens, Florida, was fatally shot by George Zimmerman, a neighborhood watch volunteer in Sanford, Florida.
Oh, my God.
That you see laying down.
While no one witnessed what actually transpired, Zimmerman was cleared of all charges based on his claim of self-defense under the controversial Florida law Stand Your Ground.
What?
The police and that. Oh, my God, he shot the person. He just said he shot the person.
He shot her. Yep. And that was it, folks.
Wow.
Murder.
I had no idea that's the official story or anything.
Yeah, the official story is this dude, George Zimmerman, that fat boy in that fucking car. Chased this guy down. Seeing him in the neighborhood. You know, that's why there was that meme of, like, you know, all he had was, you know, a hoodie and Skittles and tea. You know,
Yeah.
it's just some guy walking through. George Zimmerman is like, this guy looks suspicious as fuck. Just following him.
He took his job as the neighborhood watch a little too seriously.
Yeah, and that's why, coincidentally, right after this happened, or right before, there was that movie that was gonna come out with, like, Benjamin Stiller and shit. It was called, like, The Night Watch or something like shit. I don't know if you remember that.
With like aliens or something.
Yeah, aliens, yeah, but it was called, like, The Night Watch, The Watchmen, and then after this happened, you know, it was like, oh, fuck, you know, like, watch, you know, anything with Night Watch, Guard, anything is just completely off.
Yeah. Just damn.
Poor guy. Kind of like when 9/11 was gonna happen, and there was a movie that was releasing that same day called guess what? Collateral Damage.
Oh, that's the
Damage.
day that came out.
Well, the thing is, it was supposed to come out that day, and I think it came out, or maybe it played in a couple theaters that day. You know, what movies plays before 9 o'clock or whatever the fuck. But yeah, after that, you know, that movie was shelved or whatever the fuck it was hidden.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I saw that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always things like this, you know, where things happen and then the movies are supposed to come out and they're kind of eerily similar to what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fucker, this fat George Zimmerman dude, is following him, and as you heard, he's calling the cops like, yeah, this dude's suspicious AF. You know, I need to chase this kid down. He's going behind these houses. He might be stealing. And they're like, no, don't go out. He's like, no, I'm gonna confront him. So he goes. The official George Zimmerman story or something is like he gets ambushed, or he gets, like, basically he goes looking for Trayvon, but Trayvon was like waiting for him. So then Trayvon hits him.
Of course.
Attacks him, throws on the ground, slamming his head, makes George Zimmerman bleed apparently, and then George Zimmerman shoots him.
Wow.
So it's like, who's at fault here? The predator, the lion looking for his prey, or the little prey that waits, you know, to strike back at the lion? You know what I mean? So the basic thing was, at the end of the day, was like Trayvon attacked him, or like Trayvon ambushed him, or that's the story that the courts believed. So it's like, even though he did kind of like, you know, or not kind of, but he did instigate this. He went looking for trouble. Like, it was Trayvon who actually like struck him. You know what I mean? And so of course George had to shoot him back. Also, the other story is that he was grabbing for his gun. That Trayvon was like trying to get George's gun.
Of course.
There's also the issue of the only real witnesses they had on the stand were like those people that called the cops, and then this girl that like Trayvon was on the phone with. And that girl lied like 30 different times. They're like, man, when you came to court today, like, what color was the sky? She's like, green. Like, Your Honor, this bitch is not fucking fit for any kind of
She's
trial.
clearly,
Yeah, but she legitimately lied, like, I don't know how many times. I mean, she was like 17 or 16 or something. And, you know, she was literally on the phone with, like, her friend while he got fucking killed. So, I mean, any kind of testimony that comes from her is tainted in the first place. But
absolutely, fuck that.
Yeah, like fucked up and all kinds of shit. Basically, I think the call to he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this white boy" or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I mean, if you believe in all justice, George Zimmerman should have been like curb stomped or something. But like the L.A. Lakers or something, they should have got together. And
just gang raped him. Yeah.
I don't know about gang rape, but just curb stomp his head, or I don't know.
I guess, yeah, put him out of the misery quickly.
Just make him walk around everywhere wearing a hoodie and like sipping tea and eating Skittles.
I mean, just fuck, man.
That was also a thing. I remember Tom had showed us where he was actually putting his gun up for sale on gunbroker.com. It's like, this is the gun, you know, the legendary gun that took down Trayvon Martin. You remember that shit, Ruben?
Holy
like
shit.
The gun of history or something like that. But the site took it down. They're like, yeah, we don't want him selling this shit on here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, when a gun broker site that, you know, directly contributes to murders across the U.S. is like, well, we don't support this murder. You know, that's what you know, something's wrong. But yeah, that was the VR reenactment. A little journalism piece done a few years ago about Trayvon Martin.
Amazing,
Just kind of shows what happened there. Thought that was beautiful.
Just yeah.
But that wasn't even the thing I was gonna show, so let me go ahead and try to find that now.
Yeah, that wasn't like made in like the same like program or whatever, right?
Oh wait, I can't show the other one right now. I'm not gonna. No, that was like a VR, like that's an actual like VR game made a few years ago, so you can download that on Steam or whatever. You just sit in there. But yeah, I'm trying to do right now. Like I said, is recreate the pedophile Lolita Express video in the 3D movie maker shit, or I mean in this new VR 3D shit. But then I just started making basically like trailers for the show, just like little scenes of people like sitting at a table, like, you don't understand. This island isn't, you know, this island isn't about little kids. The center of the island is a little kid's butthole. I don't know.
The ultimate.
Yeah.
The tightest.
Yep. The center of the island, you can fuck it.
Oh man!
Like the wheel from Lost, but it's just a big
it's
earthy
just a little hole that you stick your dick in and keep the whole island going.
Like just think about, imagine there's like something kind of like the Yellowstone, the geyser, but it's just at the right temperature and the right speed where it's not gonna blow your dick up and it's not gonna like burn you. You're just fucking this little hole that's like, you know, pushing back.
It's like a natural what is it, like a jet stream in a fucking pool, but out of the earth.
Yeah.
You shove your fucking ass into.
And the only problem is when you come, it just shoots that out at you too, so you just cover it in your own like.
It just shoots the back of your urethra. Yeah.
As soon as you pull out, it just all comes right in your face. Just gotta plug it up with your hand or something.
Yeah.
A little napkin.
I mean, unless that's what you're into, you know what I mean? The snowballing shit.
You just throwing it back and forth in the little
tucking yourself. Yeah.
Trying to catch it with your mouth and then spit it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know why I just having that imagery. Someone's like, you gotta eat out the island, and someone's just licking the hole. Like that's their job.
You remember a fucking Chappelle show where he's like fucking the volcano?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's just some shit like that. Yeah, he's just fucking the. Oh, we gotta call Godzilla.
Yeah.
The island must be pleasured. Just doing the whole tribe, like doing dance rituals, like on the clitoris, like just dancing around the clit, making the island.
Okay, this is genius.
I told you, yeah, dude. That I mean, I don't have to write it. It's on the fucking. I mean, it's not all of this, but it's already canon in the trailer. Yeah.
That's
with
fucking
Taurus.
perfect.
Hey, I gotta say it scientifically, man. These women be hating on you for any kind of slight mispronunciation of their pussy parts or any kind of weird, like, oh, he called it a clitoris and not a clitoris. You know, I gotta be straight around these.
Yes, sir.
Gotta come correct.
Fucking
Yeah, but it's already
ego.
canon that the island, the center of it, is a little boy's butthole.
Perfect.
It's canon that, you know, this is after Jeffrey Epstein's death, so this is like the power vacuum of the island after Jeffrey Epstein leaves.
Perfect.
So basically, you know, Bill Gates and all kinds of other people who are coming in, like, we need to run this. You know, now that the main predator is gone, we can become the king predators.
Dude, hell yeah! This is like an HBO fucking series, bro.
I told you I wanted it to be a series about the island, like an actual series about the island, and then the fucking I didn't get to fit this into the 3D movie maker shit because I couldn't get it right. But the secret thing is at the end of it, Jeffrey Epstein is like still alive and he's like secretly on the island, you know, like being a little spy and, you know, hearing all these meetings and discussions and doing his own little, you know, secret shit while they're plotting. You know, he's going to the island's clitoris and he's, you know, giving it herpes or gonorrhea or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, this is beautiful.
Yeah, so it's basically Lost on the pedophile island.
Yes, that's what it's like, an homage to Lost almost.
Yeah, with pedophiles and Jeffrey Epstein. Yep.
This is too beautiful, man. I want to help out any way I can.
It's even better now. There's little kid models too in this shit. So I'm already set. I'm already set.
Dude, hells yeah, man.
It was just weird. I could find like a UFO set, but I couldn't find a plane set. I don't know what the fuck that is about. So they had a UFO.
Yeah, that works.
I don't know.
The
It's a little
aliens
too
tied into
crazy.
it.
That'll be at the end, you know, when the volcano explodes, and then they gotta escape really quickly. They gotta go on the UFO ship or something.
That is a wonderful idea.
There's two. Basically, it's like Jeffrey Epstein. They outed him just because he was fucking too many kids, and they were all tired of like getting the sloppy leftovers. Yeah. They were tired of not being recognized in the media as being, you know, the grand pedophiles that they were. Jeffrey Epstein was getting all of this media attention for his conniving ways. You know, Bill Gates and them were like, I want people to know how many girls I've tricked into sucking my dick. You know, they want to get their own little note out into history. Like, everybody's talking about Jeffrey Epstein. You don't even know. You know, I raped them all in their sleep. Nobody will ever know.
I want to hear that as the Bill Gates voice for sure.
Some stupid.
God.
Yeah, just wearing a sweater covered in his own jizz.
Yes, sir.
KS, Bill Gates.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know, so is Ruben at work or something? Like, he's in the thing, but he's not talking?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he's at work.
Ooh.
He's just hearing us talk about this pedophile shit. Yeah. He can't take part in it.
Man.
I guess. They're still gonna see you're in 900 little kids and you're at Little St. James Island chat, bro. You in the Virgin Islands right now.
That's right. The Waveside.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Waveside chat, bro. You gotta stay wavy up with Jeffrey Epstein. That's another thing too, is Jelena's in jail. Nobody's talked about it. You know, she's actually in jail.
All that shit is totally already like, I mean, you know, since the whole Rona stuff, all that fucking shit just went under the fucking radar.
They say it's like memory holes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But the shit happened during the corona, so now they can just really do anything now. It's, you know, like any new event, it's just the next day back to the corona, you know?
Basically,
back to the shit.
That's what I feel. Everything's been going on, and then after the election, I guess Stone's doesn't give a fuck anymore, and they're gonna try to just usher in like, oh well, that was crazy. Well, time to get your Christmas shopping going. Like fucking Black Friday's coming. Like, you know, keep it going.
Yeah, Furbies are coming back. Furbies are making their grand re-entrance. Guess what? Tamagotchis are on sale.
Yep, exactly. Fucking want Szechuan sauce at McDonald's again? It's coming back. Thank you, Rick and Morty.
Dude, that show fucking fell hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the
Really
meme
bad.
sphere, but that show fucking fell hard.
Yeah, I think so.
Digivices, yeah, everything from the past that like they tried to make, but we didn't have the technology. Now they can recreate it as what they were actually supposed to be. Tamagotchis, robots, you know, kid
Now
robot
they
toys.
can fucking entrap all of us so much easier. Keep you glued to fucking your pleasure devices.
I just remember too, being young, and you would buy like little fake radios, and then you would put in little like fake cassettes, and it would play like a minute of a hit song. So it's kind of like a ringtone thing, you know, like.
Huh.
So you put it in, and it's like just the hook or just the verse and hook from like, you know. I want it that way. It's like it just ends, and you gotta take it out, play it again, you know. So, but they tried to do that again with like actual ringtones, and then now like they really can't do it because everybody has like the full songs and shit. So
Yeah.
they get, but pretty much everything else they're doing. They're vinyls are now like selling again like they were in the 80s or some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
apparently vinyl sales have been shooting up a lot, even though it's like inferior quality.
It's mainly because like you're gonna listen to the. I mean, like me, I just listen to this shit anyway on my computer, but I have this shit there for the artwork or for whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the only reason I like. It's like a giant CD, like just fucking shot with a enlarger array, and I'm like, damn, it's just fun.
Just the ritual of it.
That's too right. Well, it's just like a CD, right?
Yeah.
Having a CD player and a fucking boombox and all that. I miss that shit too.
But you don't get to look at the CDs then.
You can if you have a cool CD player.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, some of us did have invisible CD players, so you can see the CD spinner.
They just have a little plastic tray open.
But you don't see the laser hitting it like you see the needle.
You're right.
You're right, man.
Crack the code. Well,
but
can
when I
see
look
the
at
laser.
vinyl, I can't see the sound waves, and how am I supposed to get my nut if I can't see the fucking sound wave?
You can't see the sound waves, bro. It's just me. It's only me living in this world.
I'm the only one with these fucking eyes.
They taught you how to do it in the Magic School Bus, bro. You hit the gong and then you trace the little sound waves and you start seeing them.
Oh yeah.
And then you put a lizard in your ass and become a good magician.
That's all the good ones do it.
Have you guys ever heard of that? There's this conspiracy theory that I've heard multiple times, and there's supposedly evidence of it. But that David Copperfield, the way that he does a lot of these like disappearing and teleportation shit is actually like what they revealed in The Prestige. Like he just has this twin,
clones. Yeah.
No, the other guy. You remember the actual magician was Christian Bale, and he just had like a twin brother that had to live this secret life, and they went back and forth. So that way, when he teleported, he was just switching off to his brother or to his twin that nobody knew existed. So nobody knew this guy existed. They went through all this fucking tough, acts. Basically the act was everything outside of the magician act and trying to sell the fact that it was just one guy and not a twin.
Right.
So basically, supposedly, this is what's happening with David Copperfield, is that he has a twin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Same thing with like The Prestige. In one part, he cuts off his finger or something, and then the twin has to cut off his finger as well to like be the same. And they say the same thing kind of happened to David Copperfield. Like in one act, he fucked up his finger or something, so they had to do like a ritual, and his twin had to like hurt his hand too. That way they were the same. All for the money, all for the game.
What was the one where the guy was making a bunch of clones and killing them?
No, that is Prestige, but they were remember there was two rival magicians. So Hugh Jackman was using magic or whatever the fuck technology, and then Christian Bale was the actual magician that just had a twin and lived this whole magician life.
Yeah, I see. Fuck, that was the same movie.
Yeah, that was the same movie. Yeah, it was just Christian Bale was the ultimate autismo magician, and then Hugh Jackman was like he wasn't good enough at actual sleight of hand and all this shit, so he had to keep going one step further.
I'm like, yeah, it sounds like that guy's more of a magician because he got some actual shit.
But he didn't do it. He got it from Tesla, so he just got a machine from Tesla. That's all it was.
Oh shit! I forget, man. I saw that.
Which was David Bowie. Speaking of,
which was Bowie, yeah.
Yeah, it was Bowie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Bowie's in the movie as Tesla.
Christ. Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, that's so like they both had like this rivalry, and then he had to go one step further and get this machine from Tesla that cloned people, and then use that.
Man, I'm gonna definitely be rewatching this 'cause it's like a lot of details, and all I remember seriously of that movie is like, oh, Hugh Jackman cloned himself. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot to it. I mean, the thing
For
is,
real.
like, once you know, or once you kind of think what it is, they literally reveal at the beginning of the movie that there's clones. It just never really like sets in until you realize, oh yeah, it's a clone. Like because at the beginning it shows Christian Bale finding like Hugh Jackman dying in the water, like drowning, begging to be let out, while he's still seeing the other Hugh Jackman, and you're just like, what's going on, And then it just tells the rest of the movie. It's pretty. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty deep. It's one of those Nolan movies, of course.
oh, he did. Jesus Christ, man. I just, I really just randomly saw this movie when I was in high school, just because, like, oh, cool, like magicians. Like, I didn't know or think anything of, like, oh, I fucking want to see these actors or this direct. Like at the time, like I had no idea, and then just totally forgot over the years.
I mean, that was before Nolan was like Nolan.
Yeah.
Before Batman, you mean it?
Before the bat.
Before the bat began.
Before you put on the mask. There's actually some shit going on now in wrestling where they have this this group called like the Retribution, and they all have like fucking stupid Bane masks on, kind of, And there's one big black guy with dreads and the mask. So he just looks like the Predator or like Cabal or whatever his fucking name is from Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
On like WWE?
Yeah, WWE or NXT. I think it's WWE. Yeah. This is just some rip off NWO shit where they're going against the big guys and yada yada. But one of the guy, his fucking name is T-Bar, but his whole thing is he just shit talks. So he's just been going on Twitter like demolishing like Chris Jericho and Eric Bischoff and all these other faggots. Like Chris Jericho was talking shit, and he was like pointing out how Chris Jericho played like during the pandemic at what was it, the Bike Fest or whatever the fuck it is. I always forget.
Yeah.
So that's his whole thing. He's just completely going heel and fucking everybody up. But they wear Bane masks, fucking going against the system, bro.
Did they all talk like Sean Connery?
No, unfortunately, no.
Then I'm not interested.
Yeah, they just look like it.
I want the old Bane from with George Clooney Batman. With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, the Mexican one, yeah.
He was Mexican?
Or he was Spanish or whatever. Yeah, that's the lore of Bane. He's like a big Spanish luchador.
Oh, it's just man, so interesting.
You remember even the movie that you're talking about. He's like a big Spanish luchador. He's like, oh, yo quiero frijoles con bat.
I don't remember that at all. He had a mask and he got big and buff. I didn't remember him talking like.
Yeah, what kind of mask was he wearing?
Yo quiero Batman. I mean, yeah.
A luchador mask, bro.
If you say so.
It was fucking Nacho Libre on crack. He just gets all beefed up.
Just remember Uma Thurman and fucking Arnold.
Uma Thurman?
Yeah, she's Poison Ivy.
Ivy. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, that's why you got so many boners back then. I know, that's why I did. I would watch that scene of her in the roses and like her little pussy shot. Like,
I thought you were just gonna say those.
Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Huh. Michelle Pfeiffer.
She's even hotter than Uma to me, especially because my first memories of her is in that movie Criminal Minds or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
Leg thing.
No. The one where it didn't start off, but it was her turn at this movies where she comes into the ghetto and she teaches the ghetto people, and the theme song was that Gangster's Paradise by Coolio. You remember this shit?
She was in that?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah,
she's the teacher?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is the teacher.
Okay, I'm
Criminal Minds
confusing her with someone else. Yeah.
What were you thinking of? The Hillary Swank one?
No. I'm just too high.
But what were you
said
thinking
Catwoman. He said Catwoman, the fucking Catwoman bitch in the new Batmans. What's that chick's name?
Anne Hathaway?
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, but he's
Sounds
talking about
like
the old Catwoman.
yeah, exactly. That's why
Damn,
super
bro.
old school.
Yeah, it's called Dangerous Minds, not Criminal Mind. Dangerous Minds.
Yeah, I had to see that and write about it in my English class in college. It
Yep.
was a fucking
Yep. It's one
goddamn
of those
nightmare.
movies.
Yes, sir.
It's also funny seeing the different ones because they're all for like different cultures. Like that one's for like the black '90s dudes. Then there's like what is it? The one Edward James Olmos like Stand by Me or what is that fucking one?
Yeah.
That old fucking Mexican dude, and he's like teaching the kids and the fucking Mexican teacher. And there's Lou Diamond Phillips, like, hey, vato.
Stand and deliver?
Yeah, Stand and Deliver, yes.
Oh boy.
So we had to like see both like so many different of these white man teaches the ethnic people the proper way to live.
How can I teach these keys?
Yeah.
For real.
These kids don't know. They're gonna have to use the math to count up the crack anyway. So why not just use it?
Yep.
It's like Lou Diamond Phillips with glasses, like, hey, vato, I can kick your ass in real life and on the chessboard, vato.
Oh shit.
Like, just real, nerdy gangster dudes that are trying to make it out of the cholo life, but they can't.
Yep. Yep.
That guy, I don't know. Every time I see that guy, I just always love him for some reason. Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond?
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips.
I can't remember who that is.
La Bamba, dude.
Yeah.
What? That's his fucking name?
What?
Lou Diamond? Yeah.
It's the guy that plays La Bamba in the movie, yeah.
Oh. Now I'm disappointed in it.
Yeah.
I've never seen this guy in my life.
Dude, you've seen him, dude.
Dude,
He looks.
I can't remember where.
He looks like Donnie Yen. I always confuse him with that guy. The It Man. So I just imagine It Man pretending to be like some Chinese guy, whenever I see him.
Jesus.
It makes it even better for me.
Damn.
Just Lou Diamond Phillips, a Mexican guy pretending to be an American, pretending to be a Chinese dude.
Damn.
He's a Filipino, isn't he?
I don't fucking know, bro. His last names are Diamond and Phillips. I would never guess Asia. Never in a million years.
It's true.
Asia? Diamond Phillips? Fuck. I never even thought about it. He has two stripper last names. It's like Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, it's alright.
Speaking of, this would be the best time to go to a strip club. They're completely empty.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that this morning.
During Corona, or do you mean during the lunch hour?
Both. Corona lunch.
Well, I guess let's meet up there.
It's kind of like the Tinder dating pool right now. It's like the most desperate of the desperate. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna get this Corona. I need to get my fucking dick wet right now.
Yeah, guys.
I need to get my pussy stuffed. That's what I was telling people online. I was seeing this thing. People were talking about, like, it's irresponsible. Like, if you're asking for a COVID test and they're saying it's all right, they don't have it, like, that's irresponsible. You need to make sure that it's somebody who has like a negative COVID test. I'm just there, like, even with the science, between when they got that COVID test and now, how many bitches have they fucked that have compromised that COVID test? And on top of that, if you stop and think about it, where you need like this paper, like, oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you while I fuck you, like, maybe you have a problem. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but maybe you have a fucking problem. Like, it's not like AIDS, for a while, or even now people want that AIDS test or the sex test, right? So that's one thing, and then there's the other one, like, oh, make sure, legit, you're not gonna fucking kill me just so I can come in you for 10 minutes or whatever the fuck it is. People are like, you're just a fucking concern, you're a Christian. I'm like, what? Like, I'm seriously, if any other thing in life where you're like, oh, I need this paper to make sure I'm not gonna kill you while we like play like armed, whatever the fuck it is, play cards or play Dungeons and Dragons, be like, oh, maybe you have a problem or maybe you have an addiction where you need to realize that It's
Yeah.
not that important to get fucking laid every day. And it's maybe you're taking the wrong course of trying to get this printout of like your negative test and just like jerk off to God or I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
I mean,
Jerk
for
off to
real,
God.
man. They're just so desperate to get their nut the way they've always been getting, and they don't want to think of cutting down on their addiction at all. It doesn't even cross their mind. So it's just like, well, no, I gotta fucking do what I gotta do, and all this stupid shit makes it harder for me to, it's like hard to shoot up the heroin right in between my fucking toes when my baby's there, fucking like being a bitch, like.
God damn it! I ain't got time for cereal. Gotta fucking suck this dick.
For real, dude.
Jesus.
It's
Fucking
just,
baby.
yeah, man.
But I
So
mean
far.
the way I'm not saying not to have sex and have random sex. I say that they're you should do it without the thing because you're just fighting this internal fucking delusion in within yourself. And if you're at that point, where you're getting a test but you're just still fucking, randomly, then like there's just something in your brain that it can never comprehend the duality of the stupidity. And just you
Yeah.
should just be fucking anyway. You're gonna get it or you're not gonna get it. Like, just fuck
Yeah,
it.
just you don't. That's not something you should pretend to care about. It's like, all you care about getting the nut, right? Just get the fucking nut, then. Just shut the fuck up. You
Yeah,
fucking die. Oh well, at least you got your fucking nut,
you
right? It's
got
so
your
fucking
cum.
important. Yeah.
That's what I want to see is like a OnlyFans for like people who are positive with Corona and they're just trying to
Right.
fuck while they're like wheezing and shit.
That would be incredibly beautiful and sad and uplifting at the same time to see. That would be a funny sketch too.
We're fucking to fight
Coughing out
Corona.
a lung.
Yeah. Just coughing blood on her ass. Did you just spit on me? Like, oh, it's blood. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Just tuberculosis while you're trying to get a nut.
It's like, yeah, don't they have to like puncture holes in their lungs to leak fluid out so they can just shove their dicks in the fucking holes in the lungs? And... Alright, I'm gonna have to get going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Buddy.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Enjoy.
Were you thinking of playing that Black Watchman shit today or no?
I mean, they never responded, so I gotta keep sending them
Try
different
something else,
messages.
yeah.
I gotta keep sending them different emails. Yeah.
Alrighty, man. That sounds good then. Just let me know if as soon as they respond and shit, and maybe I'll get back on the
For sure.
get back on the case.
I'll hit you up as soon as they do.
Alrighty, guys. I'll see you later.
Have a good one, bro.
Peace out, man.
Peace out.
So what's up? Are you on lunch break or what's going on?
Oh, nah. I'm working on computers, but everybody left the office, so I'm here alone now.
Oh, okay. Now you're alone. It's just me and you.
Yeah, boy.
Touching them keys.
Yeah, I'm working on these two Macs that are just going super slow, and I think it's because of some policies that we have.
Oh, just like some software that's getting in the way.
Yeah, I think it's running like these virus scans in the background, like really crapping them up.
Did you catch the shit with the VR Trayvon Martin?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you came in right after that. I played a video clip. It's a VR game on Steam of the Trayvon Martin, what's happening. But it's just playing you like the video of him in the convenience store. Then it shows him like George Zimmerman like watching him on the phone, and it plays the phone call of George Zimmerman. It shows like three different like recreations of three witnesses, just looking out their window. Like, I think they shot him. I don't know what the fuck. It was pretty ridiculous, but it's supposed to be like a journalistic piece of you're watching, the events of this fateful Trayvon Martin shooting.
Conscious existence?
Conscious existence?
Is that what it is?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, I just Googled Zimmerman VR, and this is what popped up.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. Let me see, but this one is One Dark Night.
Linear 12-minute pre-rendered stereoscopic VR short film by Marcus Zimmerman. That makes more.
Conscious existences. Oh, I see that now, yeah. Yeah, but this one with Trayvon Martin was One Dark Night. And it's like 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and then like a minute of credits. Pretty ridiculous, man. You see like little George Zimmerman in his little white car, you know, his little fat body, and then he gets out of the car and he's chasing Trayvon, and it's like little fat VR renderings trying to run. Pretty ridiculous. I can't hear anything. Is that shit happening again? It says like you're like talking, but I can't hear anything. Always happens, bro. What's going on? You okay? Well, I lost one co-host. The other co-host is being strangled to death by an assassin at work. Just chilling on the beach, folks. Just relaxing, talking about conscious existence, I guess, and Trayvon Martin, and how it was a damn shame that he was murdered and that George Zimmerman got off. We can all agree on that one.
Oh, there you go. Now,
yeah, I heard you for like a second.
Yeah.
Okay. But Trayvon was the sweet child. May he rest in peace. On this beach here, we are on the famous pedophile island. I'll let you guess which one. Little St. James, Epstein. We're chilling here. We're in the temple. Outside the temple. Relaxing on the waves. There's nothing better in life than when you're just sitting on the beach and you got a nice brew in your hand. You got some sweet kush that you grow on your private island, and you have the peace of mind that whenever you leave this beach, or even on this beach, huh? What'd you say? But when you're on this beach, you have the peace of mind that at this moment, or you know, whenever you want, you can get a little baby. Just reach over just as easily as you can get that 16-ounce beer from the ice cooler. You can get a baby. Just like that, you know, they're just waiting there for you. And that's the beauty of being on the pedophile island. And everybody knows this. And if you don't want a little baby, you want a little bit higher range, you can still reach over and grab them, pluck them out of the sand. You know, keep them resting there in the sand. You know, kind of like those beers resting in the ice, just plucked in there nicely. Their tops exposed. You just whichever one you want. And if you want to go a little bit higher than those, we got the tweens, 11, 12-year-olds. And those, let me tell you folks, those usually you cannot just keep plucked right there because they're pretty rambunctious, but you know, you have the peace of mind that they're waiting for you somewhere around. Yes, the peace of mind. Yes, that's what this island is about. Peace of mind. When you come here, let me tell you folks, one of the most sought after person in the world in terms of, you know, assassins and all kinds of crazy people want to kill them. The President of the United States. Every day this guy has to go to sleep and wake up knowing, you know, people want this man dead. People want this man to be fucking shot and killed. His innards displayed on, you know, outside of the Capitol building, hanging down. Little Ruth Bader Ginsburg cosplayers wearing his little intestine bloods, you know, on their shirt. That, you know, this is what he has to go to sleep with. And let me tell you, that man travels with Secret Service that makes sure he has the peace of mind that we're talking about here. All right, these are trained men. They have to be interviewed. Their families are interviewed. They have to be plucked out of the United States and, you know, be labeled as the most secure people you could ever want. Now, speaking of, just a side note, these are also the Secret Service members that they caught, having sex with underage girls in South America. All right, the one and the same. All right, so they have to pluck these people out of a very, very thin catalog of people who could benefit the president and his safety and security, and give him that peace of mind. So let me tell you, Bill Clinton, one of these men that is protected by these elite security guards. The elite is the toppest of the most highest tier operators who protect the president. He chooses to keep, when he would come to this island under his actual name, Bill Clinton, when he would actually put on the flight logs, he would come here without that Secret Service, without those men who are trained night and day to think about the president and make sure when he is falling asleep that he sleeps like a little child. And he chose to come to this island right here without any of that. Let me tell you, if you are just a regular pedophile, and you don't think that you're going to come to this island and have the peace of mind of the most sought out person, number one, who wants to get stabbed, shot, raped on display in every country in the world, and he comes to this island with the peace of mind that he can tell those elite operators to just stay home, go fuck your own little children, but just do it on a different island. Just do it on a different. Just don't do it here. Go have your own escapades. I'm safe on this island. I have the peace of mind that no one is gonna come in on some boat and just shoot us and stop us from raping these kids. That is the peace of mind that we provide on this island. The peace of mind that you won't find literally anywhere else. Think about it, top tier Kyle, shooter, Kyle, American killer, American sniper heroes, Kyle. I can't even remember his fucking Chris Kyle, whatever his fucking name is. Those guys protecting the president, and he says, "No, on this island, I don't need you. This island gives me the peace of mind that I can look over to my left and have my choice, whatever age. Look over to my right, have my choice to whatever age. Look forward, have whatever choice, whatever age on my dick." That's the peace of mind that people want when they come to this island. And that's the peace of mind. Let me tell you, the government, American government, has most money out of anybody in the world, and they cannot provide the peace of mind that you get on this island. And that's why you need to come here as soon as possible. It's kind of popularized now that Jeffrey Epstein has been killed, or supposedly murdered. This island is up for grabs, folks. Up for grabs. It's a complete power vacuum. And when I'm talking about vacuum, I'm talking about only the suction that can be provided by a little 6-year-old girl who was plucked out of Africa. You could see her ribs when we got her. You can still see her ribs now, but it's just a little bit more meat on them. The right kind of rib showing. That's the peace of mind that we provide. Are you going through life, your work, when you go to sleep, that you're gonna die, somebody's gonna shoot you and stab you? No, right? So imagine if you came to this island and you had that peace of mind that could be provided to somebody that does worry about being killed. Imagine how good you're gonna feel. That is the beauty that we're selling here at the Democrat part. I mean, the island, secret island. Nothing to do with the Democrats. Definitely not Democrat funded. Definitely not involved with Democrats in any way. Jeffrey Epstein, wherever you are, rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace. We're gonna treat this island right. We're gonna make sure that every step that you took, every footprint you left in the sand will be filled up with cum. Okay? What's up? What's up? No, I'm laughing because I'm talking like this.
Do you want to go with me to get all this?
No.
No?
No. Do you have the money or no?
Huh?
Do you have the coins or no?
Is there coins in the car?
I don't know.
You have coins?
No, I have dollars.
Okay.
Love you.
Are you going to want to shake?
No. No. Love you. That's right, folks. You're on this island. That's the only peace of mind you cannot be granted. Because if you do come here with someone you know, you will have to be obligated to speak to them and love them and stuff. So that's the only peace of mind we cannot give you on this island, folks. I'm glad that happened, actually, because I don't want to oversell this. You know, because also, might I add, Bill Clinton came to this island alone. He did not bring Hillary. You know, her name is not on the flight logs. So just be smart. You're gonna come to this island and you're gonna feel those Jeffrey Epstein footprints would come. You better make sure that you come alone, or you better make sure you come with someone you love, like I did. All right, but you're still never gonna be blessed with the peace of mind that you give yourself. Remember that, folks. This island can only elevate your existence, so you must put yourself in a good existence in the first place. If you come to this island and you're gonna be upset, if you're bothered by, you know, your girlfriend or whoever you brought to this island, you better not come with her like Bill Clinton. Because let's be honest, who the fuck would come to this any kind of? I wouldn't even go to Six Flags with Hillary Clinton, you know, let alone a pedophile island where I'm supposed to have the peace of mind that you're supposed to be guaranteed here. All right. Now, let me also add that only Jeffrey Epstein was supposed to die. All of his workers, all of his money, that still exists in the world, and it is still right here, securely kept on this island. All of it. All of the gold is hidden in the bunkers, and we can only get in. This is the one stipulation. It's kind of like Treasure or Fantasy Island, if you know what I'm talking about. You can only dip in and get the gold. You know, it's only going to give you the amount of gold that you need. So if you're going into this thing, you know, you're hoping for billions of dollars of gold. No, you're only going to get enough gold to benefit you to get a couple 16-year-old girls trafficked through the pedophile island services, and that's all. You know, that's what you need. That's what you're going to get. And that's also the peace of mind here, is that, you know, there's some of these people, like let's say when Jeffrey Epstein was here, he was fucking all the women. We had to be okay with getting the sloppy seconds. And that's what you're going to have to be okay with as well. And that's what you come to accept on this island. It's a microcosm of the world around us. You're not going to be the richest. You're not going to be the most famous. You're not going to get the most little girls on your dick. But the ones that you do get, you're going to be happy with it. You're going to be happy with it. That is the peace of mind that we provide. Okay? Because let's be honest, if you're on this island and you don't have the beer, you don't have the weed, you don't have the underage pussy and little boy butthole, you're still going to be happy on this island, because that's the peace of mind that is provided by the magical forces that surround this little habitat. But all of that with the buttholes and the little girls and the deviancy and the trafficking of the women, and making sure that these kids will never see their family members again, and if they do, they're going to hate them for some subconscious reason that they'll never remember because we brainwashed them over time. That is exactly the benefit that we have put into it. You know, that is our humanly, you know, addition to this island. But you're gonna have the peace of mind no matter what, even without those little girls and boys. I promise you. But we still do have them here. We're not gonna get rid of them. But remember, even if you don't have all the little boys and girls, even if you only have one, two, even if you have none, this island will provide you that peace of mind that you will be safe no matter what. You don't have tier 1 operators protecting you at all times. Bill Clinton did, and he came here 23 times without Secret Service. I could be getting those numbers wrong, but it was something like that. And he slept like a baby. Trust me, we watched him on the cameras that we have hidden everywhere to capture this blackmail evidence. We saw him sleeping sound. We saw him snoring. You know, we saw the little girl get up out of bed, go take a piss, you know, go fuck some other guy for money, crawl back into bed with Bill Clinton. He didn't make it. He just rolled over and put his arm around that little 16-year-old girl. That's the peace of mind that we provide here. And it doesn't cost money. I mean, it does cost money, but that's not what it takes for you to get here, folks. All right, because a lot of you right now, you're typing it up. Little Epstein Island. How much is it for Airbnb? We're not on Airbnb. All right, and it doesn't cost money to get here. It costs connections. All right. If you think about it, everybody on this island. The 6th degree of separation of Kevin Bacon on this island does not exist. Does not exist. Ruben, that's something going on with Twitch. I don't know. I said fuck Twitch. It's on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I'm doing the YouTube. But this, you don't need money. You need connections. The 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon on this island is 0. There's no degrees of separation. You're gonna have your dick in the butthole of this little girl, and right on the other end of that little baby is gonna be Bill Gates. Okay? There's no separation right there. You both are filling the same exact void. The butthole, the mouth are connected through one single tube. Think about it. And you're gonna have your dick in one. Bill Gates is gonna have his dick in the other. All right. And if you have a small enough baby and you have big enough dicks and enough courage, that separation, where is it? You tell me, folks. All right. I don't have to spell this all out for you. But that's what this island is about. It's about connections. Connections. This island is connected to the universe, it's connected to the eons, and everybody on this earth who is connected physically, mentally, metaphysically, socially. Right here. This is where we all meet. This is where it all meets. Right here on this island. And so that's what it takes. If you're some little nobody in the middle of nowhere, I'm sorry, folks. You deserve to be on this island. But let's be honest, with how magical it is, we can only fit so many people. This isn't the motherfucking TARDIS from Doctor Who. We can't expand and get, this isn't no bullshit like that. There's only a certain amount of room on this island, and so we must only pick the people with connections who can fit into this multi-branched out connection world that we are making on this island. So if you're sitting in the middle of nowhere, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get here unless. Now, let me tell you, folks, this is the secret intern project. You gotta work your way up. You gotta be the best lawnmower guy. You gotta be the best landscaper guy. You gotta know how to clean the fuck out of a jizz stain out of a temple tile floor. And you might be able to come here and be an intern on the island and be one of those people who are still working here today, even though Epstein died. You can be one of those people, all right? Even without, even if you live in the middle of nowhere, you can still do it. That's your one way into this, all right? But everybody else, you have to have connections. You have to have somebody else. Somebody who's been to this island has to invite you. Somebody, and just think about it. How did this island start? Who's the first one that started this whole thing? Who discovered this? Because it wasn't Epstein. Let me tell you, folks. Epstein didn't come to this island and plant a flag. He bought the island. He had to pay money to buy the island. Now, if you can figure out who owned this island all the years before, no, it wasn't Jesus. Jesus didn't exist in our pedophile world. So, whoever sold it to Epstein, think about that, and then go further. How did he get the island? Now, this stuff, if I do talk about this is where I will be censored on Twitch and YouTube. But just think about it, folks. Where did this island come from? Again, he didn't show up and plant his little pedophile flag, his little pedo bear flag. He bought this island from somebody. Alright? Bin Laden, close. But Epstein was fucking babies way before Bin Laden even had a gray pube in his beard, alright? This man again, had connections. Epstein, he used it to come and become the manifest master of this island. And we're still seeing the repercussions to this day because, again, the island can only do so much, and there can only be so many people on this island. And so you have to be connected. You have to be into this world somehow. You have to, fuck a pop star, rock star, whatever. You have to meet Azalea Banks in a dark alley during one of her episodes and let her suck your dick. And then maybe she'll text you afterwards that she's going to a secret meeting with Elon Musk and Grimes. You got to get in there somehow, folks. All right. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, it's not gonna happen. Okay. You got to move to a big city. You got to put yourself in a position where you might become the next little boy that is raped by Kevin Spacey, and then you can leverage that to work up the chain, become your own predator. Form your own connections. Remember, butthole, mouth, same tube. Form your own connections start your own little pedophile world. And then, eventually somebody will reach out their hand, again, connections, God, Adam, they will reach out to you and they will let you know, hey, we're going on a little boat party out in the Pacific, a little deep sea diving. All right. And you just say, you know what, yeah, I do have a lot of shit to do this weekend, but this might be the pedophile invitation I've been waiting for. And lo and behold, you wake up here. You wake up here, folks. All right? You have formed the first connection that you need. All right? The first connection. Because let me tell you, once you get to this island, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. Once you get here, you don't, you do kick back, you relax, you have the peace of mind that you've made it. But, eventually someone is going to come to you and be like, hey, I know this other island. All right? Now, I cannot speak about that part, but let me tell you, this is just the first stage of many. This is just one connection that you will form. This is just one vortex, one little baby boy butthole out in the forest that you can form connections through. All right, this just happens to be the Hollywoodized, the popularized, the publicized island. Okay. If there is an island, let me tell you this, if there's an island that you want to get to because you know about it, whatever you're picturing that island is, there's an island out there that fulfills all of your needs, even more so, surplus of masturbation to your dick. But you'll never know about it until you start forming these connections, folks. That's what they don't tell you until it's too late. Or unless you are one of these upper level white people, connected, they tell you about this. But you don't go to college, you don't go to school to learn. I mean, how many different ways are you going to learn 2 times 2 equals 4? How many different ways are you going to learn that if you get a man, you cut off his dick, he's now a woman? How many different ways are you going to learn that? Okay? The reason why you go to these schools is to form the connections. We've all heard about it, the skull and bones, the secret fraternities, the homosexual tendencies of our upper echelon people who've been in power. They've all been in these connected little groups, connections. And so, let's think about it. You go to work, at the gas station. They tell you, hey, Bob, there's a new spot available. Do you know anybody who wants to join in? Right there, that's your connection. So you're up in a university. You're a scientist. They ask you, hey, you know any scientists that might want to join this? You're teaching lectures. You're teaching lectures on math. They tell you, hey, we need another teacher here to study math. Do you know anybody who knows? And there, right there, is your connections, folks. So that's why you got to get into these upper level connections. So when there's ever a spot to fill, whenever there's a vacuum of power, like this island and Jeffrey Epstein, there's somebody there who is going to be able to nominate you and say, you know what, I did make a connection with this guy, and I think he might be good for this role. I think his dick is just big enough to cause pain to these kids, but not big enough to rip their buttholes and make them too loose for us men. All right, that is the truth, as somebody is writing in chat. That is the truth. So that's what this world is about, and that's what this island is about. And this is just one of many stops on the way to pedophile kingdom. You think Epstein began and ended his pedophile reign here on this island? Huh? He didn't start here. He did it all over the world. He did it before he got here. He did it after he left here. He never stopped. This is just the island that provided the peace of mind that he wanted. But all over the world, there are different havens for other people with connections just waiting for you to hop on and join. Many landscapes on these islands waiting to be tended to. Many shrubs waiting to be shaped into a penis on these islands. All right, and that's what they never tell you about college, university. It's really about who you're going to be studying with. Who else in your company, who else in your school is going to make the next Facebook and invite you to be an engineer on it. That's the connections that you're getting, and that's exactly what this island is about. Except we don't provide engineering, folks. We don't provide theoretical math, physics. We provide rational, logical, deviant pedophilia. That's what is provided on this island. Peace of mind at a hyper-realistic pace. Hyper-realistic experience. Alright? When you come to this island, you know that you've made it, but you also know that you've set yourself up for so much more. And that's the real story, folks, is you have to set up your mind to be your own pedophile island. Okay? You have to set up your mind to be your own pedophile, peace of mind, relaxing escape away from reality. Okay? You go to work, you come home, you tap into your mind, your pedophile island mind. And that is the peace of mind that we're talking about, folks. This will never be achieved if you don't start thinking inwardly and start thinking about your own mind. Okay? Do you want to live with a brain where at any moment, as we were talking about earlier, you know, if you're the president, you might get shot down. If you have a mind where you're shooting yourself down, you have a mind where at any moment you're going to be attacking yourself, catch it off guard, ambush it. There's going to be a little investigator in your mind. Hello, you shouldn't be looking at that child porn. Let's go to jail. You have to set up your mind to be free like this island. If you ever have any bad thoughts, or any thoughts that your brain is telling you are bad, you have not set up your mind to be in a pedophile island state of mind. You have not achieved the peace of mind that we are providing on this island. Okay? And that's what this really is about, folks. You need to clean your room, okay? You need to clean your fucking room, but you also need to fuck a baby. That's what we're fucking saying here.